it's Vanessa from CraftyGemini.com, and I post weekly crafting and cooking videos here on YouTube. This week I've actually been really busy and didn't get a chance to film a tutorial for you guys, but I did want to stop in and bring you a little farm and studio update. You can see my studio right here behind me. We've been working super hard to get it finished inside so it can be ready for all my fabric and all my goodies. As you can see inside here, we've already finished up with the insulation. I actually did most of that myself, so I'm actually quite proud. If you're wondering how I knew how to do that, this was actually my first time, but just like you guys learned from my tutorials, I also was able to find some really helpful YouTube videos that showed me how to do it myself. Moving on, after the insulation, you can see we're putting in the drywall. We finished already most of the ceiling drywall here, and I'm going up on an angle to do a cathedral style ceiling so I can keep some of that attic space for storage, since I have that loft at the end of the unit right there. And then most of the wall, we're finishing up the drywall on the walls. We just gotta mud it up and tape it and do all that stuff before I can actually paint. I'll actually also be doing the flooring myself, and so I'm excited to show you guys when I get to that point what I'm gonna be doing for that, which is really cheap and a great idea that I found on YouTube, of course. I've actually just been painting some of the knickknacks and stuff that I'm gonna be putting in my studio for decoration. You can see here, this is actually a workbench that I made. This was my first woodworking project. I made it all by myself using power tools and all. I'm really happy with it. It's a workbench that I'm going to be using as my cutting table. The top is made of MDF. I'm painting it here about a light aqua or like a light teal color. Then the legs and the bottom is going to be, I got to finish painting it off in white, and I'm thinking of maybe putting in some red polka dots or something cute like that. And so I'm really excited to be able to customize my studio however I want it to be. And as far as the farm goes, we've basically been working in the garden trying to put in some soil amendments, just adding like chicken manure and rabbit manure and things like that into the garden plot that I'll be using for the spring garden, and just harvesting the rest of our fall garden, basically winter garden. My son's been harvesting some of his turnips and carrots, and he loves pulling those out of the ground. I think root vegetables are always so much fun to yank out. You get to see what they actually look like. And I've gone ahead and planted some potatoes, and I'll be working on some organic gardening videos for you guys in the future. What I'm trying to do is record the entire process of growing the vegetables from seed to harvest, and then I'll be editing that down and posting the entire video so you can see it through the entire process of how we plant it from seed and then go ahead and harvest it. We also built a little greenhouse kit. We purchased one online and we built it up, my husband and I, and so we're getting ready to put in some seedlings in there and plant some more seeds for the spring garden, which I'm super excited about. I've bought a huge stash of all kinds of different heirloom, open pollinated organic seeds that I'll be planting. Just basically going to throw a bunch of stuff in the ground and see what gives.